Hello YouTube, and welcome to today's vlog of Vlogatube. It is Saturday, the 15th of October. I am wearing a Mario t-shirt. I don't even own that game. Those first few clips may have been slightly noisy because you were sitting on top of an Xbox. You still are, but the Xbox is not turned on. Look, there's the Xbox. It's Xbox. And we're back in the... So it's day 3 of my epic vlog quest thing. Yes, it is. So I went to that Nescott Live thingy with Bobby Jig last night, where I was talking about it. I had the letters across the screen, you know, where I was like, Nescott Live. And then I did it again the next day, where I was like, yes, this is how I put the letters across the screen. Yes. Yes, I came away with quite a few bumps and bruises and a big scratch on my throat. There it is. There it is. Ow. Yeah, you might not have been able to see that, but it was there. There were 5 bands playing. I have never heard of any of them because they are all local. First up was the Philadelphia Experimental, and they were all experimental and groovy and like skillful guitar flickety-wickety picking and stuff. Then there was Roxxi, and they were all girls. I didn't really pay much attention to their music because I was either talking to people or looking at them. The third band was Tracy, and they were all pretty awesome because they all kind of like walked into the place like just like with the huge cowboy boots and the leather jackets and the ridiculously spiked out hair and stuff, and I was like, oh wow. And it's like they kind of looked like, what was it my friend said, a cross between Black Veil Brides and Steel Panther. But they were like awesome, and it was like whoa, and everyone was like whoa. But yeah, they were pretty awesome, and it was kind of a lot. They did like Van Halen covers and stuff like that, and it was kind of like the heaviest of the 3 so far. So everyone was like, right, we're using this as an excuse to start a mosh pit, and it was quite fun. Then the 4th band was Nylon Sky, with the N to the Y to the L to the O-N. They're Nylon Sky. Yeah, you see what I did there? Yeah, you would. But they were quite good. The singer really reminded me of the singer person of Rage Against the Machine. His name is escaping me right now. But yeah, he did. He sounded a lot like them, and it was pretty like awesome and heavy, and it was like a proper like metal show person thing. And then he kind of like jumped down into the crowd and started a wall of death and everything. It was pretty awesome. So I don't like that guy. And the 5th band was According to Her, and it was apparently their last show. I think it may have been a case of, because I was there, they decided they were going to break up because I had that effect on people. Nah, I'm completely kidding. It was going to go ahead before I got there, as far as I'm aware. I also have some of their first EP album thingy. I have 2 of those because they were giving them away for free, because it was meant to be their first album, which it was, but it wasn't meant to be their last, because it's actually titled Goodbyes and New Beginnings, which in a way it is, because it's that was the last show, but it wasn't meant to be meant like that. One thing I particularly loved about the event was the huge, like seriously huge amount of time and effort that went into creating the beautifully artistic piece that was the tickets, and it must have taken them so long to come up with something so startlingly brilliant. It just blew me away how much effort went into this this brilliant piece here. I mean, wow. Just look at it. In all seriousness though, there is one thing I do like about this ticket. The postcode of the place where the event was held ends in, I don't know if you can see it there, 3DS. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I also watched some TV last night, some Mock the Week, Little Britain, Lee Nelson's Well Good Show. Oh sorry. Lee Nelson's Well Good Show. Quality! The worst impression you have ever heard in your life. I was in a funny mood, and it was on the TV. So was American Dad. American Dad, that's what else I watched. I was trying to remember what it was, the other thing I watched, and I just remembered it was American Dad. So I played some more of Saints Row today as well, and that was quite fun. I'm not sure if I like it or not. I mean, I like it, but it's a fun game, but some parts can get like quite tedious and repetitive even early on in the game. I'm only like 7 to 11% through. I can't remember which, 7 or 11% game completion. Some bits are ridiculously easy, like quite a lot of bits. There might be some kind of like steady curve that you always keep just ahead of, or there might be some kind of huge spike later on. But for now it is pretty easy. One thing that makes me laugh is that the driving mechanics are pretty terrible, because you know, you can get used to it, you can get that you are reasonable at driving in the game, but if they are so bad that even the NPCs can't drive properly, because they just seem to, they have no road sense whatsoever, and they always seem to turn, no matter what, they always seem to turn. You know, they seem to like decide they're going to go around a corner, no indication, no kind of waiting for you to drive across the street. You know, they don't have right way or whatever, they just turn around into you. And it's funny as well because the car physics are ridiculously screwed up. Like, you know, they always do it, like you're driving along a straight road, there's a car driving along a straight road towards you, it decides to turn, right, and then it turns into you, but instead of you ploughing into the front of it like a dodgem, you go over it as if it were a ramp, and as if it were like slanted at the front rather than rounded. And it's like, why did I just drive over this car? And once I got it so that I drove over a car and then landed right in front of another car, and then instead of crashing into that, I drove over it and then crashed into a building, and then I fell down from the building and landed on like the tip of the car, like landed on the nose and fell backwards. And it's like, really? Really? How did this happen? So the driving is really hilariously bad, but other than that, you know, it's a reasonable game. Hopefully there's more variety later on. As I've said, it could become quite monotonous, but we'll see. I'll give it a chance, purely because I want more achievements from it. I've only got 2 so far, but yeah, well nah, I'm kidding. I want to see it through to the end, because I want to see all games I play through to the end, just to see what they're like, really. I also yesterday got to play around with an iPhone 4S and the Siri application, which is really funny. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it has really funny responses. I like it. It has a sense of humour, which is quite scary. And I've played around with the other features and things, the awesome special new 1080p super duper camera, 8 megapixels or something like that. It's front facing as well, so that'd be helpful for vlogging and stuff. I now really want one of those phones. But yeah, I got a chance to play around with one of those yesterday, so I was quite, it was really cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty awesome. I love Apple and their products. R.I.P. Steve Jobs and all that. He was, I mean, I know a lot of people have said like, R.I.P. Steve Jobs, he was such an inspiration, and they didn't even know who he was until he died. But he has had such an impact on people's lives, like indirectly in some cases, but a lot of the things we take for granted today would not be the same without him, and I knew that before he died, so R.I.P. you were a legendary dude. And that is about all I have to say for today, so do not forget to be awesome. Hoo ha ha, nerd fighters. And I'll see you guys possibly tomorrow. We'll see. On the flip side, yeah, I'll see you on the flip side, yeah. Outro of darkness.